Beautiful Thursday afternoon here in the city of Columbus. We are in the Midwestern regions of the United States of America. It's Thursday, the 17th of July, 2025. Just over 5 weeks to the start of the 2025 edition of the National Veterans Tournament. And so we are back with soccer on radio again. And so once again, thank you so much. Welcome on board. My name is Ernest. Kanjo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to this first edition of the Nvt Ball Rolling. And so the Nvt Ball Rolling will be a series of radio programs that will be profiling the various teams that will be taking place or will taking part in the National Veterans Tournament. Remember, we were on radio last month. No, that was in May for the Midwest Veterans Tournament. What a successful radio journey it was with the veterans. And we are back again on radio, this time for the bigger edition or the bigger version of what we started a couple of weeks ago. This time it is the much awaited NVT. Remember, Ohio won the bid to host the tournament sometimes last year, and preparations have been going on, and we are close to the tournament. It's happening in something like 5.5 weeks from now, but this is just the right time for us to start knowing which teams will be taking part in the tournament, who is coming to Ohio to do what, and who is ready to lift the coveted NVT trophy. Well, that is what we will be looking at these 5 weeks before the tournament ever gets to start here. Right. And so we're going to do what we will do. 47 teams will be taking part in the tournament. So it's going to be really huge. Well, we'll see what we will be able to do. Trust us, we are going to bring the teams to you so that you know them before the tournament kicks off here in Ohio. Once again, thank you so much and welcome to the show. And as you must have noticed, we have guests who will be with us today. They are key leaders of Boston veterans who are going to have the singular privilege to start this series of programs with us. And so we are going to know more about Boston, when the team was created, how long have they been in the veterans movement, just how have their parkour been, and stuff like that. And also, how are they preparing for the NVT 2025? Do not go away, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm just going to say welcome to my guests before we start the show. And so now joining me from Massachusetts is the president of Boston Veterans, Mr. Elvis Mbeng. Mr. Mbeng, welcome to the program. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Mr. Ernest Kanjo. This is Elvis Bengbi, the president of Boston Veterans. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share Boston Veterans history in this platform.
Mm-hmm. Thank
And
you. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. I know it's not always easy to get you out of your very busy weekly schedule to do this, but you're welcome, and it's our pleasure to have you. And accompanying you to this program is Dr. Chingomo. He is the vice president of Boston Veterans. Dr. Mo, welcome to the program. How are you doing today?
Kanjo, thank you, Apex One Radio, and thank you, NVT, for this wonderful opportunity. I'm Dr. Chingo Moore, Vice President of Boston Veteran. I'm here with my president, Mr. Elvis Lee. We are here for the program. Thank you for bringing us on.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for accepting to be part of this maiden edition of the NVT Ball Rolling. And so, together with you, we will be looking at how prepared the Boston veterans are for the NVT. And I must say that this is one of the most highly anticipated national veterans tournaments since competition kicked off. A lot of water has flown under the bridge, and we are getting close to the tournament. Right. So sit back, relax, and of course enjoy every bit of what we'll be presenting to you this Thursday afternoon from the city of Columbus. And so soccer gets back to Ohio. The soccer fever is back, and it's heading straight to the Buckeyes State. In just over 5 weeks, Ohio will come alive as the National Veterans Tournament kicks off from August the 28th to September the 1st this year. And with 47 teams traveling from across the United States this year, the NVT promises to be the biggest and most thrilling edition yet. From seasoned former pros to passionate amateurs, these Cameroonian veterans players, age 35 and above, are ready to live the glory and share the joy of the beautiful game of soccer. But it's not just soccer, it is also family, culture, and community as everything takes center stage here in Ohio. And so expect vibrant side activities when the event does begin here in Ohio with vendors selling food, drinks, fashion, as well as other things which you will be seeing at the events village here in Ohio. And so today on radio, we kick off the exclusive NVT Ball Rolling, which is a coverage that covers all the teams that will be taking part in the competition. And of course, the competition itself when it begins on August the 28th this year. And so in this first edition, we are receiving Boston veterans. And like I said, we have the president and his vice joining us. Once again, gentlemen, you are welcome to the show. So to begin with, when was Boston veteran created, Mr. Elvis?
Thank you, Mr. Ernest. Again, Boston Veteran was created in the last month of 2021,
Mhm.
and we participated in the NVT the next year, in 2022, um, in Maryland.
Mhm.
And we are a club that is duly registered with the state of Massachusetts as a 501c3 association.
Mhm.
And as you rightly said, Boston Veteran is always very ready for the NVT. If it's called tomorrow, we are ready.
If it's called tomorrow, the Boston veterans are really interesting to know. But we also like to know what the membership of the club looks like. How large is the club, Dr. Moore? How many members do you have?
Are you hearing me? We have approximately um 50 members of Boston Veteran, active members, and Boston Veteran. We always say expect the impossible. We are very very vibrant club. We are very very ready for the NBT. We always do our best to bring the best image or promote NBT at its highest level, and
Mhm.
also to commit to all what it takes to get the NBT forward. So
Mm,
thank you so much. Yeah, we have a very great membership and they're doing great.
right. And I also understand.
To add to that,
Right.
Boston Veteran membership is categorized. You have our active members that are above 35 years,
Okay.
that they benefit as an active member. Then we have inactive members. That's those members that are below 35, who are soccer players.
Mhm.
We have almost 60 of them. So Boston Veteran is a very large group. We are about 100 members, 50 active members,
Mhm.
and about 60 inactive, which are members and who play with us.
Mhm. And I also do understand that the, the nature of veterans clubs makes it possible for a lot of community involvement, including wives and kids. So just paint a picture of Boston going for a tournament out of Massachusetts. How big is usually that delegation?
Come on. During this period of NVT, we always travel down with our families and kids. It's like
Mhm.
sometimes taking a vacation. So I expect Boston. Boston, we have two teams here, New England and Boston Veterans.
Mm.
And both teams, I will assure you that you not get less than 200 to 300 people living in Boston. And they are also sympathizers. We have our wives and our friends of Boston Veterans that always accompany us to cheer us up, and also those who just love the NVT that travel out to the host cities, which this
Mhm.
is Westchester.
Beautiful. We're speaking with officials of Boston veterans ahead of the 2025 edition of the NBT, Dr. Chingo Moore and Elvis Mbeng B. Let us know, both of you, you know, uh, properly, beginning with the president. When did you become president of Boston Veterans? And as president, what do you typically do?
Sorry, I missed the first part because I think the network.
Oh, okay, yes. I just wanted to find out for how long you've been leading Boston veterans, and as president, what do you typically do?
Okay, since the inception of the group, Boston Veteran, I've been president for 4 years now,
Hmm.
and we have a common interest. It's a teamwork together with my team, the VP, and other executive members. We work together in moving the team forward, bringing Cameroonians in Massachusetts together, valorizing the game of sports,
Hmm.
and trying to project, do exercising for wellness for the members. So to implement our objectives, it takes myself, the president, and the executive, to coordinate members, to catch up with the training time, the
Hmm.
training moments, and also our social moments. So Boston, we have our structure is very structured, and we have our outline programs all through the year, and we implement it accordingly with the help of all the teams, the socials, the disciplinary department, the coach, the team management, and also the public relations department. As you can see, my VP here is very vibrant and active member that coordinates a lot of activities. Most of our successes, especially our last outing to the Northeastern tournament that we played the semifinals, he played a very big role to coordinate the players, arrange for their travel and lodging, logistics, and also materials, uniforms for players, and medical equipment.
Hmm.
It's also good to tell you that Boston Veteran, we have insurance. We are really very conscious of our group as also a 501c registered organization. So we have our community and the members that support us financially to move the organization to where its dream we dream to be. And our dream this year is to grab the trophy in Ohio.
Hmm.
Boston Veteran is very ready for that. Thank you.
Dreams that will be valid when when they get to Ohio for the tournament, and if they get to grab the trophy, then that will be it. We're speaking with the president and vice of Boston veterans. They're live on radio, and it's the first edition of the NVT Ball Rolling. All right, so you mentioned
Soccer
that
returns to Ohio in just over 5 weeks. And this time, it's for the highly anticipated National Veterans Tournament.
of
More
that
than
club.
40 veteran teams
How many
battle it out
teams
for the
do you
coveted
have?
NVT trophy in what many
Dr.
are
Moore.
calling the most thrilling edition yet. As the buildup intensifies, Apex One Rick.
Dr. Moore, you have to unmute yourself.
Sorry, right now in Boston Veteran, we have a great team. We have a very um, a great team in the sense that we are also, as the president said, we're planning to come to get a trophy. We have I'll just tie this back to the members you just talked about a little bit when the president talked about this thing. Brussels, we are trying to, we are more of like a global thing because we are trademark, because we also have like what we call honorary members out of states who are supporters of Boston Veteran. We know that even within the NVT, we have a great support for players. We even have honorary members, players right in Cameroon. Like we see sometimes we have like we had one of the first teams that brought not the first team we brought players like Jean de Macon, Chilmana, and Womelen who gave NVT a good picture of what we are to make it more global. And today, NVT is a great and very and a well-renowned global event with all the building blocks that every team provides. Boston Veteran is one of those teams that try to bring that value to the tournament, and we are definitely a great team. That we work to make sure we uh, get to our goal, which the president said this year is to grab the trophy.
Mhm. Right. Elvis, I do understand that Boston veterans would usually play with some former players of the national team, just to add more color to the competition. But apart from that, what other criteria do you use to select members of that club who are going to play, who are actually going to participate in the games?
Um, First of all, we follow the NVT guidelines.
Okay.
Player must be at least 35 years of age,
Mm.
and the player must be keep fit. We the coach will have been better placed this point to answer that question. But as the
And I think
president,
Mr. Obi should be joining us. Let's see if he is, uh, perhaps to help us with that.
that notwithstanding,
Yes.
It's right here.
Mhm.
Mr. Obi is there.
I can always tell you that Boston Veteran um, is very organized.
Mhm.
Our criteria to get players is every good player of Cameroonian origin,
Mhm.
other nationality that can play soccer very well. Either you're a member of us by the membership registration
Mhm.
or affiliated as an honorary or um, sympathizer, you are
Mm.
eligible to play with Boston Veteran. And Boston Veteran accepts all this, so that's why we have a formidable team.
Beautiful. Let's add Mr. Obi to the conversation. He is the coach of Boston Veterans. Mr. Obi, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ernest.
How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Right.
Doing
So
good. Yep.
you joined the conversation when we're talking about the build-up as far as your various teams or the team that uh, you know put forth for competitions is concerned. So tell us more about your team. if you are asked to prepare two solid teams to represent Boston, like first 11, second 11, would you be able to do that?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ernest, for giving me the floor. I'll first of all like to say we are very appreciative to the program for having us express our showcase our team
Mm.
and our Boston veterans. And I know the president and the vice president must have briefed you guys about what Boston veterans is all about. And I would like to excuse my presentation because I'm currently driving. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. So, to answer your question, Mr. Ernest, I would say I think we're in really good standing right now. Boston Veterans has always been a football club that attracts one of the best players we can have
Mhm.
around the area. So I would say at the moment we're in very good standing in regards to the number of players we have going into the competition in Ohio. I would say I can confidently say we can present two first 11 players at in Cincinnati, Ohio, and when I say 11 players, I mean 11 first team players. So the team A and the team B, basically, you won't see any difference between in the quality of the players. So it's like we have 22 first 11 players. I can
Mhm.
put it that way. So I would say we have a really good background.
Okay, we're sorry about that technical hitch. He was breaking there, but hopefully we'll go back to the coach of Boston Veterans. But maybe I should just put the next question to Dr. Moore. I do understand that Boston Veterans have plays with, some former international players. But apart from those ones, do you have players who have also participated in other professional leagues or who have played professional football in the past?
Boston Veteran, we try to look for the quality players. We first of all try to work around our own players, like home players that we train members who work with them first, and then we see whatever is needed to whoever wants buys our vision and wants to come and play with Boston, they're always welcome. As I said, we're trying to build a global brand, and we definitely, from what the coach said, we have our solid team of members, players that we train every day, and then we also try sometimes. For Boston veteran, I always say expect the impossible, which means that we can sometimes we can we just surprise you people whether we have pros or not, or if we have anything. But we work with all the diligence to make sure we build a formidable team with quality. We rely on players who have showcased themselves. And all, like just like the president said, at the end of the day, what we do is try to follow the NVT guidelines, 35 and above. And as long as they're qualified with the NVT guidelines, we work that way. So we are building, and we are very confident with what we have. As of now, um, we have quality players both at home. We hopefully, if we are welcome to any other players too, in terms of like roles and uh, either way. But all I'll say, I'll leave it to you, is I just expect the impossible from Boston veteran at the next tournament. Thank you.
Expect the impossible from Boston veterans come NVT 2025. They are ready for a kill. The competition begins next month. Precisely in August of next month, it will bring together 47 teams across the United States for that coveted trophy. Let me go back to the coach who is now joining us again. Um, at this point, I would like you to present your team, Mr. Obi. Who is who in the team? Who plays what in what position? We just want to hear some of the names so we can already start looking forward to seeing them here in Ohio.
Okay, Mr. Ernest. Sorry I was breaking up the last time. Just like I'm driving, so we have some network issues. But I just joined with a different device. So, in regards to the team, I can say I have a couple of key players that are part of my team, and I would just name some key players in the various positions. We have for the goalkeeper position, we have our main goalkeeper is called Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom is in New Jersey. He actually participated in the most recent mini tournament we had in New Jersey, and he was. So I would say at the back line, the defensive line, our main players are Mr. Steven and Mr. Goddy. We have Mr. Goddy and Mr. Steven. They're like our main players who play the defense line. And the midfield, we have a couple of midfielders like our captain, Mr. Jeff J. Is a very good captain, and he's been a captain of the team for like since the inception of Boston Veterans, basically. And if you go forward, we're counting on one of our best strikers in the Boston area. His name is Mr. Lomi. Mr. Lomi is a player that has played second division football before,
Mhm.
and he has experience in regards to like tournament football. Basically, I can say that, and he's one of the best strikers we have in the Boston area. I'm actually privileged of playing like what we call the local Sante almost every day with him, and I can tell he's in very good shape. So that's just to give you a rundown of our. That's just to give you a rundown of some key players and key positions in our team.
Mm. That's beautiful. We're looking forward to seeing those players perform next month when they come to Ohio. If you're just joining us, this is NVT Ball Rolling, number one, reaching you live from Apex One Radio.
Soccer returns to Ohio in just over 5 weeks. And this time, it's for the highly anticipated National Veterans Tournament. More than 40 veteran teams will battle it out for the coveted NVT trophy in what many are calling the most thrilling edition yet. As the buildup intensifies, Apex One Radio launches its NVT series, your front row seat to exclusive tournament coverage. In our first episode, we shine the spotlight on Boston veterans. Hear from their coach, vice president, and president as they gear up for glory. Catch it all at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Apex One Radio. Let the countdown begin, and let the gameplay on.
Let the countdown begin and let the game play on. We are receiving Boston veterans in this first edition of the NVT Ball Rolling. I'll stay with the coach to find out just how many times he trains his team, especially ahead of a major tournament like the NVT. So, Obi, how often do you train your boys?
Well, I would say we have a very standard training schedule, which we have been following for a couple of years now, since the inception of the club. So basically, our training is usually very intensive, especially in the winter period. So we have like the indoor trainings we do. Usually in the winter time, it's always on the weekends because we don't want to overwhelm people driving in the snow. So we have training sessions during the winter and usually on Saturdays. But in the summertime, like right now, we always try to have like two training sessions every week. So we have like a midweek training session on Wednesday and one on Saturday, which we always try to make sure like we can finish up our training sessions like very early enough, so we can have give our players some time to participate in other events going on around the city. But for now, we are actively having two training sessions every week,
Mm,
just to keep the players in shape. And then we also encourage our players to personally play in little mini tournaments around the city and little what we call Sante in
mhm,
Cameroon, just to stay up to date with fitness and all that. So
mhm. Uh, Elvis, how do you ensure, as key leader of the team, that um, practice sessions attended and that players show up for these training sessions? And how do you ensure general discipline? I know the game is different, but also putting people and managing them, putting people together and managing them is a whole. I mean, it's also different. So, how do you ensure that all of that is successful?
To be honest, one of those very difficult part of running a group is ensuring that all the members attend training sessions. But I can assure you that we use different strategies. We encourage members by having food and drinks in
Mm,
the soccer field and making extensive publicity. Our team manager provides us with a flyer for training sessions, and we call members. Call a member to call a member, and it's always very successful. To tell you the truth, um, and in our small community, Boston veteran loves to be together, and I can see the picture there. After training, we also have like a dinner together with the players, dine, eat, and each member's family, the wife and kids, they do receive us with food. So, to answer your question vividly, Boston Veteran honors our invitations for training, and most of the training we also invite external teams, local teams around like sister team, New England Veteran, and the Ugandan community teams or Ivorian teams. So with this competitiveness, that it makes us all the time eager to participate.
hmm.
That is how successful we have achieved so far with the strategies.
Beautiful. Dr. Moore, apart from what the president said, what other ways do you boost the morale of your boys, especially when they are going for a major tournament? You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, just to add to what the president said, thank you, Mr. Um, Ernest. We usually, first of all, president said we organize local tournaments sometimes, like last year.
Mhm,
We do friendly games with the other teams around. We have our friendly sister team like New England, 3-0. We have a couple of teams 2-0 in here where we play with. And then we also participated, like this year, we went to the new Jersey tournament for the Northeastern tournament to
mhm,
participate to build that team spirit. We always we have a very good management team together, led by the president, that ensure that what we are that ensures that all this training everything goes into perfect. Apart from the president, we have our coach, Mr. Obi, and Mr. Ndumbe. We also have our team managers like Mr. Um, Polinius and Mr. JFTA, that they put together like this the schedule. But before they put together a schedule, we try to do like a yearly schedule, put it
mhm,
out for the whole year, and then we work on that so they pick up from there to let the players know ahead, prepare their mind. We encourage them both physically, socially, and morally. Socially, we involve in social activities to also get them involved. We are talking about social. We have our social Mr. Loco, and we also have a couple of we have a great executive team that goes. And then the president did mention about discipline. We do have Dr. Derek and Miss who
Joel.
discipline, Mr. Jure, who discipline department that work to ensure that players maintain that discipline, because part of that is that we want to be sure that we keep people engaged to work. So we have like different people to engage to implement what the president said. We have different departments to make sure all of this come into play, and that's what make this group a very great team. And I like the team spirit, and that's why we attract a lot of young players. So as I said, honorary players out of state who wants to join, and we're still welcoming them. We have honorary players right in Cameroon who wants to join the team because of the team spirit, how we prepare the players. We take good care of our players. They can all testify, and they're always very happy to play for Boston Veteran.
Beautiful.
Uh, Thank you so much.
All right, I'll go back to the coach Obi. I don't know if he's still with us, but I
Yeah,
would
I
like
am
to.
right here, Mr. Ernest. Yep.
Perfect. So I like us to talk about performance, how Boston has performed so far, especially since creation. So I know you've played countless matches. You may not remember all the matches, but just pick some of the salient matches you've played, which you always love to talk about, and tell us about these matches, how your performance was. So we just know exactly how Boston has been performing since the team has been existing.
Okay. Yeah, this is a very intriguing question, and I would say, Boston veteran.
Looks like he is stuck. We're sorry about
Hello.
that. Yes,
Hello, can
okay.
you hear
You're
me?
back.
Yeah, sorry. I was
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I'm back. So this is a very intriguing question. I would say Boston Veterans has played a lot of very interesting games in the past,
Mhm,
and just one particular game actually sticks in our memories.
mhm,
I can vouch for like almost all the team members and other people. Like this game is good and bad. It was one of our best games we've ever played in the competition,
mhm,
and it was also one of the games that we wouldn't like to remember due to certain circumstances. And this game is the game we had against Gwinnett FC
mhm,
uh, in Atlanta 2 years ago. This was the quarterfinal game, Boston Veterans versus Gwinnett, where there were some controversies leading to before the start of the game, and
mhm,
that the game had a delay of about an hour or so, just because we were trying to argue and stuff were going on administratively and all that. But on the pitch itself, it's one of the best games that Boston Veterans has ever played, and
mhm,
we all can remember the goal scored by the former Cameroon international Pierre Wome, the free
mhm,
kick scored. Which raised the crowd and everyone was went into frenzy.
mhm,
So that's one of the games that really sticks into the memory of every Boston veteran member. And for good and for bad, like I just explained, the game had a lot of intricacies and all sorts of things. But it's the past now. It's bygone, and we're looking forward to more interesting games in the
mhm.
future.
But I will stay with you as coach to find out, generally speaking, how does Boston perform? Is it a team that scores many goals in a match, or a team that would always draw or would lose many times than they would win? So, generally speaking, how does your team perform?
I mean, you can tell from the history of the team, the records we have. I think the last competition we were ranked fifth.
Mhm,
Also, the mini tournament we just had, I think we were ranked same number because we were eliminated in the no, I think we were ranked fourth because we got eliminated in the semifinals. Um, so that already should tell you we win more games than we lose because there's no way you can lose games and then make it to the semifinals of any competition. So
mhm.
I would say Boston Veterans is a team that we win more games than we lose, and we
Okay.
also we do not like drawing games. So if a game has to draw, we'll make sure we win it, even if it means scoring in the last minute. So, yeah.
So, Elvis, take us back to some of the local competitions which your club participates in. So, which are some of these competitions? Who organizes them? And when you organize your own small tournaments, do you invite other community teams to take part? You're muted, Elvis.
Uh, Boston Veteran Management. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. Okay, Boston Veteran Management itself organizes mini tournaments. Like
Okay.
for my inception, we organized like 4, 6 teams tournaments, Boston Veteran sponsored. And sometimes we have local organizations like the Limbe, Victoria Friends, USA. They organize local tournaments and invite us that we participate. And also, we have a non-profit that I run called AFOSMA. We also organize some mini tournaments. And most of the tournaments that we engage in, we are always victory. We took the trophies during our launching. There was a mini tournament organized that we had New England, Toronto veterans, and Boston veteran. We won
Atlanta.
trophy, and we also do friendly games. Atlanta invited us to Atlanta, and we had a wonderful game there. Good memories. And Atlanta also came back to Boston during our launching, and Atlanta veteran was there, New England, and Toronto, and we got the trophy. Um, not, we are also participating in Northeastern tournament. We did the first one, excellent participation, and we do friendlies, which is part of our testing players criteria. We do a lot of friendly games, and this is a module we use to get to know if players qualified physically to participate in a bigger tournament. And I can assure you that Boston remains the best place of America in everything, in soccer, in culture, in music. And you are invited, if you are free, to come to Boston on the 2nd of August, because we're going to have another mini tournament before the big tournament in Westchester, Ohio. Thank you.
Come August the 2nd, there will be a mini soccer tournament in Boston to prepare Boston veterans for the 2025 edition of the National Veterans Tournament. And so, if you live in Boston or its environs, then you are invited to that competition. This is Apex One Radio. This is Nvt Ball Rolling. Let's
Soccer returns to Ohio in just over 5 weeks. And this time, it's for the highly anticipated National Veterans Tournament. More than 40 veteran teams will battle it out for the coveted NVT trophy in what many are calling the most thrilling edition yet. As the buildup intensifies, Apex One Radio launches its NVT series, your front row seat to exclusive tournament coverage. In our first episode, we shine the spotlight on Boston veterans. Hear from their coach, vice president, and president as they gear up for glory. Catch it all at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Apex One Radio. Let the countdown begin, and let the gameplay on.
I tell you, me take boss, man.
All right, this is Apex
I
One.
go back now.
We are live from the United States of America, and we are speaking with key leaders of Boston veterans, and it is happening 5.5 weeks to the start of the 2025 edition of the National Veterans Tournament. Believe me, it's the biggest community soccer tournament that happens in the African diaspora. I can press my fingers on the table to state that. And so we are receiving Boston. And so we are gradually but steadily moving to the end of the show. But let's come back to soccer itself. Now, let me go back to Obi. Before we talk about how prepared you are for the upcoming NTV, I would like you to talk about some of the teams in the NVT which you will not wish to meet, perhaps because of you've not had a very favorable past experience with them. Do you have such teams, Obi?
Um, well, I would say at the moment, I don't think Boston Veterans has any team that we can confidently say we're scared to meet in the competition.
Mm.
It's gonna be a draw, a ballot. Well, we don't mind, we don't care. Every team, every team in the competition has equal chances.
Mm.
So we strongly believe in our strength and in our potentials, and we strongly think we can match up with any other NVT team in the competition. So I would not say there is any team in particular that we really are scared to meet or we don't want to meet. Every team is strong. Boston is strong. Like they say, that the slogan is "Ndambana for fail." So, so yeah.
Mm. Elvis, maybe you said it earlier, and perhaps I didn't get it clearly. How many times has Boston participated in the NVT?
This is the fourth year.
Fourth
We have
year. Okay.
participated three times, and out of the three times, the best performance were fifth. We played the quarterfinals.
Mhm,
Played the fifth. That was in Atlanta. Then
mhm,
last year, we were limited at the eighth final through penalty kick
mhm.
out. And this year, my dream is to beat Colombo's veterans, Servette, Houston veteran, and and Minnesota.
Right. So you singled out Columbus veterans, the host of the tournament. Well, we'll talk about that. But Obi, tell me what did not go right last year when you were eliminated at the eighth final.
Um, I would say one of the main factors will be player fatigue and the logistics. It was one of the things that it happened. It's not I wouldn't say we first of all, it's not like I'm laying a complaint to the
Mhm,
NVT or anything, but um I might have to put this in there that we probably weren't treated favorably in regards to the playing surface, like the pitch where we played. We basically played all our games on the same playing of a surface. Even after we complained to the NVT that we don't like the playing surface and it has a lot of bombs, our professional players are complaining that they're having like ankle injuries because they're running into bombs a little. So the NVT said they were going to see into our complaint and change our field, but we found ourselves playing all our games in that same pitch. I would say some of our players basically got injured along the line. It
mhm,
happens in football, and we weren't at our full potential right at the eighth final game, and then it happened as it happened. We lost the penalty kicks, and it's football, we moved on from that. So
Okay, to add to that, another issue that we had basically was insufficient players. We had so many players that we bought flights and they came, and we did not control their IDs, and they came with were of age, but they came with green cards, which the NVT did not accept green cards. So
mhm,
we had almost eight very good players standing outside that did not participate. So it's a very intense competition with three games a day,
mhm.
and the fatigue, it was really fatigue, and almost six of our players were injured, and that's the reason why we lost the eighth final.
Mm. Let me go back to the coach to find out how you are preparing for the for NVT 2025. So we have barely 5.5 weeks to go. Um, I don't want to get into your strategy or your tactics, but generally speaking, what is that one thing which you are trying to correct? That one mistake you are trying to correct before you get into the competition this year?
Well, I would say, Mr. Ernest, one of the main things, one of the the biggest factors in the NVT that for the success of any team is the resistance and the number of players you have. So I think that's one of the main factors we put in laying emphasis in regards to the NVT Ohio. How resistant are our players? That's why we emphasize on training sessions
Mhm.
twice every week, and I know this would be hard to implement, but we have like a nutrition regime for our players because you don't expect your players to eat like the kind of African meals we have, like the fufu and eru, the achus, and then expect them to come and be performant in the NVT by magic. So
Mm.
we try to give them like some nutritional advice and guidelines, but there's no way to enforce that because we're in America and people can eat what they like. But that's one of the main things we're trying to lay emphasis in how resistant our players are going to be, um, and the number of players, I mean, number of substitutions we can have, so we don't basically have like player fatigue, which has been one of the worrying factors the previous years.
Mm.
And just
Okay.
to add to that, I think the
Yeah.
bigger part is what the president said, which was to work on the player roster. Since we said last year, part of it was fatigue, and also to make sure that we have the the players very very ready in terms of the as I said last time, there was the other issue of the green card. We're making sure that they also have everything ready this year in terms
Mhm.
of ID. And I hope maybe in future MVT can start looking to some more legitimate stuff like the green card too, even though I will know they have the standard, but just some things to take a look at. Thank
Perfect. So, Obi, I do understand that we don't have the fixtures yet. I cannot uh, know, at least for now, how many teams will be placed in each group. But let's say you will have 5 teams placed in each group. What are the 4 other teams you would wish that are placed alongside Boston veterans?
Yeah, Mr. Ennis. Yeah, I would say like I previously said when you asked me the question about which teams I would not like to meet. Like I said, we really it's gonna be balloting. It's gonna be pooling, and so we basically don't know which teams we're gonna meet in the competition. But I would say we always like to play our immediate brothers in New England veterans because it's some sort of a friendly fixture. We get to meet
Mhm.
people from the other side that we know, so that's one of the teams that we look forward to meeting, and it's actually a good thing because we always beat them. So so it's like one of the
Okay.
easiest fixtures we can have, and and um and also like the president said he wishes to meet Columbus,
Mhm.
Savet, and yeah, we really don't really worry about the fixtures. I mean, because like I said earlier, we're confident any teams we meet, we're gonna play to our strength and hopefully go all the way. So
Mm. Beautiful. So, 5 weeks to the start of the competition. How psychologically prepared is your team?
I'll say we're at about 90% right now, and we're gonna use the next few weeks to get it to 100. So,
Okay.
judging from our interaction with the players and the morale and everything, the team spirit, I would say we're at 90%, and we always want to go into the competition at 100. So we have 5 weeks to complete the rest, and hopefully we can go all the way.
Okay, perfect. 5 weeks to do the rest, and they will be ready for the Ohio expedition, which starts on August the 28th. Elvis, so
Soccer returns to Ohio in just over 5 weeks. And this time, it's for the highly anticipated National Veterans Tournament. More than 40 veteran teams will battle it out for the coveted NVT trophy in what many are calling the most thrilling edition yet. As the buildup intensifies, Apex One Radio launches its NVT series, your front row seat to exclusive tournament coverage. In our first episode, we shine the spotlight on Boston veterans. Hear from their coach, vice president, and president as they gear up for glory. Catch it all at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Apex One Radio. Let the countdown begin, and let the gameplay on.
let the countdown begin and let the game play on. We are now negotiating the last stretch of this radio journey with Boston veterans on board. So, quickly, Dr. Moore, tell us about the logistics. Each time you are traveling with the club out of state, which is what will be happening in the next 5 weeks, how do you get yourself together? What logistical arrangements take place before you arrive at the competition successfully?
All right. Thank you so much again, Mr. Ernest. Yeah, the logistics is always one of the great things. And before I say anything, my president is a specialist in logistics, and just so you know, he's running for the director of logistics position for NVT, and I want everybody to vote for him because I believe he's good at that. He's built a very good logistic setup in Boston Veteran where we have this framework with great arms, as I mentioned. We have our general organizer, Mr. Etienne, who makes sure all the players. Negotiations are made. If he works together with the team, like the coach here and the team managers, and they're putting together everything to make sure that players' flight and everything are bought. So we are in the process of getting through that. And then we also have a great finance team. Led by Mr. Ewang Ben, who make sure that when they put these things together, all this the we already reserve our hotel. I will make sure we follow the LVT guideline. Work with them to make sure that everything is there. We have just another part. We have Boston Veterans is a good thing. We usually come with a special cook to make sure that the the
Players
players'
are
menus are followed.
Mm,
So the coaches are doing a great job. So they come up with a menu. We make sure that the players yeah, the diet is taken into consideration,
mm,
and we have as we mentioned, there's a great training before that, and the other part that everybody knows Boston Veteran for is that we are the most vibrant team that knows how to, in Cameroon, say know how to play live.
mm,
We only just come to Boston Veteran, we make sure they enjoy themselves to the maximum, make sure they got enough food, enough drinks, even though, but at the same time, let me not get in trouble with my coaches because we make sure that the players, the players stay away from that so they don't get into, they don't get out of the break. But Boston Veteran is, I'm sure one of the fun. I don't want to say the most team you can have fun with, and that's why I do wherever we launch, every other team wants to come to Boston Veteran to catch some fun apart
mm,
from playing on the field because part of the game, beauty of the game is the unity and meeting people together. So Boston Veteran is definitely that team that I can say has everything in one place, no, one stop shop.
mm. Okay,
to to add
beautiful.
to add to
So,
to add to that, we
yes.
have three teams. We have first team that plays soccer, second team that plays soccer, and the third team that goes to chop live. And all of them come very prepared with all their armors.
Right, that's beautiful. So I would like to find out if the Boston Veterans has partners. I know, like you said, you run it as a non-profit as well, and there are other activities which you get involved in, especially within your community. Do you have partners, sponsors?
Yes, it will be surprising to tell you that Boston Veteran is self-sponsored. Our sponsorship mainly comes from our membership, our members. Members of Boston Veterans sacrifice a lot. We love the game of soccer, we love the culture, we love togetherness, we love the social cohesion, and because of that, we have built a brand that always attracts us to be together. So
Mm,
that unity, it's a form that cannot be broken. So we support each other. So Boston Veteran do support. All our members are very well to do. They chip in extra contributions, and that makes our work very easy. Then we also have external, like our honorary members. We have some members in the likes. I will call their name, Mr. Nzip. He had sponsored us a couple of times.
mhm,
And Mr. Kinagbeba, a former journalist, is also supporting us um, a couple of times. Dr. Tabe Julius. We have the Andre Onana's wife, which is a
mhm,
good supporter.
Melanie.
Melanie is a good supporter of Boston Veteran. We
mhm,
have a host of all the beautiful ladies and the nurses and doctors in Massachusetts. They love Boston Veteran and they always support us. Wherever we go, whatever, they love our vision.
mhm.
And and you have also a FOSMA, which part of it also supports Boston veterans. So, and it's good to tell you that 60% of Boston veteran members own companies.
Wow.
Uh, you have their own companies, and we tap into that also. The Boston veteran, Dr. Mo Chingo, also has a company. He will talk about it. That supports. The coach has a company, Obi. The team manager owns a company, a home care company. So most of us are very hardworking young people, and in the logistic department, I own a car rental company that facilitates also the movements of players. Sometimes that is why we get our things easy going, and I bet you, Westchester, we are coming to pull it down. That is the spirit of Boston veteran. If we don't win the cup, we'll win the enjoyment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
to add to that,
just
just
to
to
add,
add to that, Mr. Ernest, yeah. So, like, just to add to what the president said, this is also one of the things. Like, Boston veterans is so diversified. We have like healthcare practitioners like Dr. Chingo Moore. We have the president who is in charge of logistics, and my company basically is called Adig, and I'm into like IT services and all that. So
Mm,
we have like that's why like after every game we have like our laptops and our camera which we use to like do like the auto critique. We show players the errors and stuff, so we're like a professional team. So this is just to add to what the president said in regards to Boston West veteran having a lot of resources. I mean, yeah, that helps us forge forward.
okay.
yeah, just to add
Beautiful.
to that too, that we are trying to moving forward. Linksys will be supporting ourselves more by ourselves. Moving forward, we are working with partnership with a couple of companies so we can get more support. And want to shout out to people like Global Kitchen who will be supporting us, Sahara Restaurant. We have ABS Solutions that we're working with. We have Dr. Belinda Foundations, and we have um, uh, Global Health by
Global
Mr.
healthcare.
Abandi, and then we have GCN African Market. We have a couple of people in addition to the big sponsors like Afosma, who has been sponsoring us for years.
Ben One shipping.
We have Ben Cargo. We have Ben Cargo that is there. We have Eric Foundation. There's so many people. I don't know if I didn't name any of those companies that we have in our group. Please don't forget. And then I don't want to forget myself. The president mentioned DCM Health Services Clinic and Urgent Care in Massachusetts. We do telehealth around the country, and we're trying to move to global health to make telehealth accessible also in Cameroon, where people can be able to have access to the quality health that we also enjoy here. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. The hard-working young men of Boston flying the flag of Massachusetts when it comes to veterans soccer, and it's going to happen for the 2025 edition come August this year. So we want to run off this conversation, gentlemen. I'll begin with you, Obi, for your last word. What are you promising? What are you promising the population of Ohio in terms of good football?
Yeah, I would like to promise Westchester population, Ohio, and the rest of the United States of America, the MVT community, that will always strive to take MVT to higher heights, like we've always done in the past. And they should be rest assured, with Boston veterans, you're going to have good quality football. You're going to have, most especially, discipline and fair play, which is one of the main aspects that Boston veterans have always excelled in. We always get the prize for one of the most fair play teams. So just rest assured, NVT community, Boston veterans is coming strong, and we look forward to being part of this competition every single year. So
Hmm. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Obi, for joining us on the program. Down the
you're
road,
welcome,
we
Ernest.
will get back to Boston veterans. Your last word, Dr. Moore.
Well, thank you so much again, Mr. Ernest, Kanjo. Wow, wonderful job that you guys are doing there. God bless you guys for taking on this, and thank you to again to Apex One Radio, the NVT, especially the president, Mr. Eseka, and the team. They've been doing a wonderful job, and we have been enjoying this NVT. We hope they work together with my president here, Mr. Elvis, again, who is running for logistics director, and he's also having an event at Fosma coming up on August 2nd, where we want people to support because it gives us that opportunity. And those are the type of opportunity where we use to train, as was earlier said, and make Boston veteran great. Thank you to my coach, Mr. Obi, who laid out the foundation and the training, and done a wonderful job to prepare this team to where we are now. And we, in short, I just want to say Boston veteran is ready. We are always ready to be anything, and we are very, very ready for NVT 2025. And again, we are coming to grab the trophy and expect the impossible every time from Boston veteran.
They
Thank you
are
so much, Mr.
coming
Ennis.
to grab the trophy. Thank you so much, Dr. Moore. Do have a fantastic rest of the day. Elvis, I will end with you. What does this tournament in 2025 mean to you? Your last word.
One of the most competitive tournament that I'm looking forward is NVT Ohio 2025 because it's
Mm.
coming with a lot of challenges. We lost hosting to Ohio, so we cannot lose the hosting and we lose also the trophy. Number one. Number two, to raise the profile and visibility of NVT, we're going to offer NVT another surprises of former international players,
Mm.
which we not mentioned for our own security reasons. And thirdly, I'm so elated. I'm so happy to be part of NVT, and I'm willing to serve the NVT with honor and pride and dignity to give our NVT the leverage, to deserve, to leverage NVT for it to its full potential, because I see that NVT is underutilized and we don't benefit a lot. There are a lot of aspects that we can bring into NVT that will make it move forward. That said, Boston Veteran remains one of the best teams in NVT, and we look forward to showcasing yet another wonderful display of soccer come NVT 2025 in Westchester, Ohio.
Yet
Thank you.
another wonderful display of soccer come NVT 2025 in Ohio. Thank you so much, Elvis, for accepting to be part of this conversation. Thank you, Obi. Thank you, Dr. Moore. We wish
Thank
you
you.
the best, and we're looking forward to receiving you here in Ohio.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mr.
Long live
Ernest.
NVT.
Soccer returns to Ohio in just over 5 weeks. And this time, it's for the highly anticipated National Veterans Tournament. More than 40 veteran teams will battle it out for the coveted NVT trophy in what many are calling the most thrilling edition yet. As the buildup intensifies, Apex One Radio launches its NVT series, your front row seat to exclusive tournament coverage. In our first episode, we shine the spotlight on Boston veterans. Hear from their coach, vice president, and president as they gear up for glory. Catch it all at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Apex One Radio. Let the countdown begin, and let the gameplay on.
And so on August the 28th, the ball will start rolling for the 2025 edition of the National Veterans Tournament. The matches will be played at Westchester, Ohio 45069. So it will be at the VOA Park Drive, VOA Park Drive, Westchester, Ohio 45069, and that NVT Village is located between Cincinnati and Dayton. All right, so that is how it's going to look like. Course of other site attractions, which we will be explaining further to you as this journey unfolds. Okay, right. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was NVT Ball Rolling number 1 for this NVT journey, which has, of course, just begun. We had Boston veterans for this first edition, thanks to the President, Elvis Beng, Vice President, Dr. Moore, and, of course, team coach, Obi. Right, Marcel Adig was the producer of this first edition of NVT Ball Rolling. We had collaboration from Evaris, Capo. Special thanks to Valentine Forcher, President of Columbus Veterans. I was your host. Ernest Kanjo is my name. I'll be with you again for the next edition. That should either be tomorrow or Saturday. We'll let you know. And until we meet, it is bye-bye from this end. Do have a fantastic rest of the day. May God bless you.
Veterans, what do we bring? Strength and unit.
Soccer returns to Ohio in just over 5 weeks. And this time, it's for the highly anticipated National Veterans Tournament. More than 40 veteran teams will battle it out for the coveted NVT trophy in what many are calling the most thrilling edition yet. As the buildup intensifies, Apex One Radio launches its NVT series, your front row seat to exclusive tournament coverage. In our first episode, we shine the spotlight on Boston veterans. Hear from their coach, vice president, and president as they gear up for glory. Catch it all at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Apex One Radio. Let the countdown begin, and let the gameplay on.
Burning bright, the drums of home are calling loud. We wear our years bold and proud. Legends of time, stories to tell. Still in the game, still playing well. From Accra to Douala, from Lagos to Goma. Unique is more. veterans strong.